I'm singing away, lavering myself and all that. And my bird had come in and walked into the bathroom, right? And just grabbed me through the shower curtain, right? And I just went, like, my whole body went warm. And I just went, like that, right? Just made this noise. And then she opened the curtain, and I was pale as fuck, right? And I was just sliding down the wall like that. And I was just lying in the bath shaking. And she was like, you're all right. And I'm like, I swear, I couldn't get a word out. I was just going.
A little word from one of the sponsors. But it's the sponsor, Dad.
Bobby, you joking? It's not a sponsor, it's Patreon.
It does.
Oh, hello, viewers of YouTube. Sorry about Bobby over there. He simply can't contain his jokes.
I'm such a joker.
Oh, Bobby, what? Patreon.com/what's happening pod.
Nice.
It's £4 a month, and my friend Gary over here, he's going to tell you what you get.
£4 a month, right? You know we get for £4 a month? You get to see us and our beautiful faces early, right? Early access, Tuesday, you get it, £4 a month. You also get Patreon exclusives, right? We do about 2 episodes a month. You get that included in the price, £4 a month. I was going to say free of charge, but it's not free, it's £4 a month. Head over to patreon.com/what's happening?
Yeah! See you over there.
Hello, welcome back. Episode 114 of the What's Happening podcast. We hope you've all had a marvellous week since you last joined us. And since we last joined you, we are recording late this week. It's Friday this week. We usually record on a Thursday, but we're recording Friday this week. We were both out last night.
We were?
Manchester. We went to see Theo
We did.
on the Return of the Rat tour.
Return of the Rat.
I enjoyed it, you know.
It was good, you know.
It was a good show.
Because we spoke about it the other week, didn't we? And we were saying, like, Theo Von is a podcaster. You love him. His clips are hilarious. But as stand-up, you're a bit like, you don't know what you're getting with him.
Yeah.
But in person last night, just watching all his mannerisms and everything, he was fucking hilarious, man.
Do you know, do you know when obviously he jokes about being a bit fucked up and that? Like,
He is fucked up. You're watching him, he's fucked up.
Like, do you know when you actually watch him like in real time?
Yeah.
Because like obviously like our Jack booked our seats, so like we were quite close.
He paid himself for them seats as well.
He did, to be fair. But so like we could see him on the stage, but then obviously you've got the big screen to either side, and like, you know, when you watch his mannerisms and that, like, you're thinking like he might actually be a bit fucked up, you know.
He is fucked up. And not messing right, how strong is his core strength when he was doing the bit on the stool? Lying on the stool.
It was crazy.
Lad, he was lying on the stool, right, replicating lying in bed, but still talking with a microphone. If that was me, I would have started shaking.
It was like if you see us looking off the camera as well, talking, we've got Elliot in the corner as well. He's joining us. He's back from saving the world this week. He's decided to join us. But yeah, it was like a 5-minute bit. Mad. Entire just core strength. Mad. And then it was the whole night was like fucking his opening act. I forget the American fella's name. Yeah. I'm sure he was Iranian. Yeah. Or was it Iranian?
One of them.
What? In and around the vicinity.
It was Middle Eastern. Because that's what he said. He kept saying he was Middle Eastern, and it was either Iran or Iraq that he mentioned.
It was one of the two.
But he'd moved to America at an early age, didn't
he?
But
he was mad.
He was hilarious.
He was like mushrooms 3 hours ago. Yeah. Shit, like, it was he was crazy. Speaking of rats, because the Return of the Rat tour. Speaking of rats, I was the skate park down the road. You know, as you come in
that way,
up the top. Yeah, up the top end.
Towards the Baltic.
Yeah, where the skate park is. I was walking past it before.
Fiasco one on that.
There was a rat dying in the middle of like the pathway entrance.
Do you think he got ran over by a skateboard?
Well, I don't know what happened. He looked a bit beaten. Like he did look a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe
like an Evertonian's wife.
Few stellars.
Yeah.
He looked hurt. Let's just say. And he was in the sun. Bear in mind, it's been roasting all day.
It's fucking mad one today.
It's been hot. And he was lying on the floor, and I was thinking, like, my mum's worked in the vets for years. So...
You're petting on you.
No, listen.
Did you give this rat mouth to mouth?
Nothing sexual with the rat. not even a...
remotely?
Not even a hint of sexuality between me and the rat. But I was thinking, like, my mum's worked in the vets for years. Yeah. So... I'm going to at least try and help. I thought I'm going to at least have to try and intervene. I felt like one of the Attenborough cameramen, you know, when they're like, we're not, like, you know, when they see like the baby gazelle.
Danny Doolittle over here.
No, you know when they see the baby gazelle,
Yeah.
and they're like, because you know they're there to let nature take its course, we can't intervene. There was seagulls swooping, and I was thinking it's close to fucking lights out.
Yeah.
So I've got a bottle of Evian,
Okay.
and I was thinking maybe it's a hot day, he's just a little bit dehydrated.
He's exhausted. Splinters on his ass.
Well, it could have even been his name. he was probably trying to get back to the service. The turtles have been left unattended for hours. So I was thinking, like, I've at least got to like try and help, try and intervene.
Yeah.
So I've swilled it with a little bit of water to think like spruce it up a little bit. You know
Holy
what I mean?
water.
Just like spruce it up a little bit, and then he come alive. He was, you know, he had a little bit of something back in him. So I was like, right, I'll put a little bit of water on the floor.
That's because you were waterboarding him.
no. I wasn't, because people were walking past, right, and all they seen was me with a bottle of water. I was going, oh, this rat, just swilling this rat on the floor.
It was acid. It was an acid attack.
Honestly, I was just like squaring water at this rat. but I was like,
Imagine what people are thinking.
but I'm trying, in my head, I'm like,
I'm doing
if
good, yeah.
I'm like, if I tell me more about this story, and I've not, and she goes, well, what did you do to try it? Because my mum,
I walked past it, Mum. You're dead.
over the years, right, this is what you need to understand about my mum. Over the years, my mum has brought the most random platter of animals to the house.
Yeah.
Like when I was growing up in school, we used to like hand rear litters of kittens, because my mum would work in the vets for years. So if ever there was a litter of kittens got brought in off the streets, she'd bring them if we were going to get put to sleep. But it was like 6 at a time, 8 at a time. It wasn't just like a couple of kittens.
Your ma had like fucking kitten trafficking ring.
And that's exactly what it was. My mum was the P. Diddy of kittens, right? I swear. She had them all. And I'm not messing.
Fucking tiger queen.
I'm not messing, right? My dad would come home from work, right? And there'd just be a cage in the middle of the living room with like 8 fucking kittens in it.
All feral.
And like we proper will all over the living room, everywhere, right? So I'm bottle feeding kittens. I'm revising for GCSEs, and in between,
oh my God.
in between, fucking revising for what was it? I was doing
Bite
drama.
size.
It was half gay in between. Doing drama and English and bottle feeding lizards of kittens, and it was fucked up. So if I'd have told my mum I've walked past this rat,
Yeah, you were dead.
she's not having it.
The door's locked tonight. You're not getting in.
They're not back in the house for weeks. She cries if I have a joint in the garden. I'm not. If I let an animal die.
So what happened then? Did it die?
It did die.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know if the water was anything to do with it.
I don't know if the water or my size 9 stamping on its head. I don't know.
But
The thing is, right, if it's suffering, do you put it out of its misery?
I did.
What did you do? Is it with a brick?
No, I'm not a monster. I'm not a monster. I just think I noticed it. You know, I was explaining it with the water. I thought that's clearly fucking.
Yeah.
It's not gonna.
Thomas Lads,
It's not gonna make it.
Yeah.
And there's like, I didn't kill it. It was in a day. I put it behind the wheel of a parked car, and I was like, eventually somebody will. You know what I mean? Fucking fuck with that. But it was.
Did you give it its last right?
So, anything you say, maybe held against you. That's the Miranda rights, isn't it? That's not even the same rights. That's not even the same.
I meant like from a priest point of view. And Miranda rights. Why are you nicking a rat?
And the rest of the rat.
He's got a rat.
Put the cuffs on and shut the fuck up.
But all right. But saying that your ma loves rats and all animals.
Not specifically rats, just animals. Like,
My ma's ex-husband, a second husband, he was like that. He loved animals. He had hamsters, fucking loved birds, cockatiels, rabbits, fish, dogs, everything, right? And my ma's got like a little a rockery in the garden, and there's just all dead animals buried in it. Every time they die, he buried in there.
That's where your dad's buried.
Guess what my half fella is, yeah?
Just under the rocks.
It's under the rocks, lad.
Next to the pond. You've got to chase the herons away to come down and peck. Do you know, like compared to the kind of beer with it in the cages and the crows again?
Before I carry on about animals, right? Talking about my half fella, I'm roasting Jack Wilkins.
Yeah.
In a few weeks, and I'm fucking struggling, like, but we were talking today, and he just went, I think I'm on a watch list. I went, why? He went, apparently you can't buy a noose off the internet. He was trying to buy a noose and like fucking...
What reason would you have other than...
He was
Other
buying...
than the last reason.
Well, he was buying a noose, so he's obviously going to rip me by my arfell, but bring props on stage.
Oh, okay. He's revealed his tactics
Yeah,
already, so
I
he's
know.
already...
I know.
You've got to 8 mile him,
So
just flip it.
I'm going to buy some props for him as well.
Do you know what's...
I'm going to buy some adult nappies because he gets bummed by his transgender bird. To stop all the bleeding. I have. That's my opening line. I go, when's this out? This is out before. I hope Jack doesn't watch it because my jokes are given away then. My opening line is, Jack's in a queer relationship.
Factual.
Yeah. Sometimes she identifies as a female, sometimes she identifies as a boy. Some day she says my name is Jess, other day she goes, my name is Jeff. It's so stupid. Oh.
Do you know what's surprising about Jack, though, honestly? Like, he surprised me how good he is at footy.
He's good at footy.
Very good at football.
Anyway,
He's
rats.
like a German.
Rats.
He doesn't stop.
He doesn't stop. Gassing people. Anyway, this is terrible, this, isn't it? Anyway, my ma's ex-husband, right, we had rat infestation in the garden in between our house and the neighbour's house. And, like, it killed one of our rabbits. Fucking bit our rabbit's head and, like, pulled him out the rabbit cage. And his head was, like, neck was snapped out the rabbit cage and all that. So we were like, it's killing animals, not killing the animals, now we need to get rid of these rats. But he couldn't kill God's creatures. He couldn't kill these rats, right? So we made a rat trap.
Like Hacksaw Ridge, you won't carry a gun.
Yeah, exactly, lad.
I won't do it, sir.
He made a rat trap, right, with like a trap door, and he caught a few rats in it, and the trap door goes down, and the rat just like scurrying inside, and he'd get on his pedal bike with this rat trap under his arm, and pedal down to the local park, and release the rat in the park, right? And I was like, that park's about 400 yards from our front door. He's walking back in a minute.
The rats are coming back, never mind him. That's about a 5-minute walk for them. They're coming back. You know where the bins are.
The rats live in ours. You've took him for a little fucking snip, lad. That's it, he's coming back.
What year was that? Like, was that a while? Like, how young were you when that was? Because if that's...
Bar 8, 9.
So that's what? 23 years ago?
Yeah, 22, 23 years ago, I reckon.
That's only what? Early 2000s? Yeah. That's like 2000.
Yeah.
That's too recent. That's
bad,
that's a mad man to have in the house with your kids.
He's not there now. He's my mom's second husband. She liked him.
What happened to him? Why?
He lives back up in Glasgow now. Lives back up in Scotland.
Was it like an amicable separation, or was it like a bit of a bitter one?
Bitter. My mom's dead violent and fucking batters people. And then like tries to play the victim. Oh, she's so bad, you know.
Really?
Oh, she's so angry. Like,
mad,
it's funny, yeah. Like, it's funny. She just starts. Well, I'm out with Maria as a domestic violent fucking person. She throws hands all the time.
She's with them now. Is she at least
she throws them and then plays the victim, right? And then like she always tries to get me.
Starts flinching.
Yeah, and then she always tries to get me involved. I'm like, I'm not interested. Like she had an argument with her fucking latest husband a while back, and she phoned me. And she's screaming down the phone at me. And I can hear like a radio, like a police radio in the background. And they're going, can you calm down, Mrs. Jones? And I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? And the dad of Bevy, and she's like, well, will you come and get him out my fucking house? I'm not having it. He's a fucking dickhead. He stepped it out. He's going out of line now.
Is this to you or the police?
To me. While the busy's like, calm down, Miss Jones. She's like, he needs to come and stay on our couch. They said he needs to leave this house and he's got nowhere to go. Can you come and pick him up?
Some busy's on the phone, no.
Yeah. And she's going, can you come pick him up to me, right? Can you come pick him up and let him sleep on your couch? And I just went, no.
Yeah, no.
She went, what do you mean, no? I went, no. She went, you would if it was your dad. I went, but he's not my dad. I went, he's your fella and you've sparked him and then phoned the busies because he went to Batty and you shit yourself. I went, stop being a fucking dickhead. I was like, what the fuck are you getting me involved for in this drama? I said, I hope he batters you. You deserve it. The amount of time that she fronts him and that lad, I one day, right, and he's like...
No, stop it. This is your man. This is your mum.
Right. I made it up. Allegedly, anyway.
But like, imagine, like,
David watches this, you know what my ma's like, lad.
Is it that bad? Like never a time you've been fucking...
Right, I'll tell you a story, right? You know when you get to that age where you grow a pair of bollocks and you stand up like your mum and dad and you give a bit of cheek?
Yeah.
Right. My ma's kitchen's quite big. And she was at the sink washing the dishes when she should be, woman. And
Bit old-fashioned.
bit old-fashioned. And I'm stood at the bread bin, right? Sorry, babe, I was making Nutella butties. She's allergic to nuts. Remember, you used to get like the little tiny plastic Nutella out the shop, and it looked like a piece of bread, and you peel the foil back.
Yeah,
and it was
yeah,
just
yeah,
enough
yeah.
for like one slice of bread. I got myself a couple of them out the shop, and I'm making a Nutella butty like that. And my ma just starts running her mouth about something, about like leaving washing upstairs or something. Yeah. I was about 13, 14.
Left your dad hanging up.
Yeah, left me dad hanging up and fucking took him down, like, dripping everywhere.
Stinks, lad, the land, and there's flies everywhere.
I know, I said, can't take him down, big motor sets in instead of that. And,
They're heavy, you know, he's full of fluids.
fluids. And I just went, will you give her a rest? Like that, right? Nothing too heavy. Just said, will you give her a rest? To me ma. And she went quiet. And I was sitting there and I was like, she's a bit quiet for too long. And then next minute, I just got her right up to the side of the head. Like, she fucking webbed me, right? Folded me in half on the kitchen floor. And she was like, last time you tell me to give her a rest. And I was like, oh my God, I'm just being filled in by my ma.
What did you do about that?
Cried. Cried. Yeah,
In
like
front of her, or did you like, was it like in the in-between movie and he's like, better be delicious? And he goes upstairs and he's like,
I know, me and ma have had some heavy arguments. Like the first time, I think it might have been the first or second time Mel had met my mum. And my ma can't handle the ale at all, right? Like she sniffs a drink and she's fucked and she just turns into a knobhead. Like she just thinks she's right about everything and it just grates on me when she just argues with you. And I think she'd come home and she'd had a few drinks and like first time meeting Mel. And she was just being a knobhead, lad, giving me grief.
Yeah, it's just because Mel was there.
Exactly, yeah.
It's only little, isn't it?
Exactly, but like, Mel didn't realise what me and my ma's relationship was like. Like, we'd blow up and then we'd be sound.
Yeah.
And we were arguing, screaming at each other on the landing, and Mel just felt dead awkward, and I just went, no wonder my half fella killed himself, 'cause you're a fucking cunt. And my bear just went, why have you just said that? And I was like, what? And my ma went downstairs crying, and she was like, that's the most hurtful thing I've ever heard anyone said. I went, she's fucking...
There is venom in there.
I went, she'd be sound, she's married twice more, she's fucking not asked about him.
Do you reckon that's the case? Do you reckon she genuinely wasn't asked?
No, it still haunts my mum, and it's our ass on the latest fella.
He probably does.
Yeah, he does, yeah, haunts her, and then fucking...
Why didn't you suck me dick?
Yeah, and then Rogers her.
Go with the ashes. Like Voldemort, and he's like...
Fucking hell, man.
Woo! Do you reckon...
So it genuinely does haunt, right? And it's our ass, it's dead awkward. Because, like, on, like, my dad's anniversary, or, like, Paddy's Day or whatever, right? Because he's Irish, she'll play, like, my dad's favourite songs, get pissed, and, like, cry in front of a fella. And I'm like, hey, he's been dead now 27 years.
She thinks she's bladdered on the couch, necking a picture
Yeah,
of him,
she
like,
is.
fellas just sat there, like...
Yeah. And she goes, he knows, he was the love of my life. And I was like, he shagged away loads. He weren't asked about you.
Third husband sat there, like...
He's a victim, man.
Yeah, nah. So what? So like when you say throwing hands, have you has there ever been a time when you've had to like not retaliate, but at least block?
Like with me, I exaggerate a little bit. Like obviously when she's fucking argued with the fellas, that she's tried to fucking lash out, and a few times she's like fucking sparked me and all that when I've been naughty and that.
I got smacked a few times when I was a kid.
But it's just I think it's in our family.
I think it does you good though when you're a kid. I think like when I was a kid, I was a bit of a mad kid. Me, I used to. Do you ever remember the game like Hungry Hippos?
Yeah,
where you, like, you were all around the edge. I went in the garden and there was like 8 hippos or 6 hippos around the edge of this ring. So what I done was I got a snail for each one, put them in the little bottom bit, made little. I'm not messing with it. I made a little den around the edge with leaves for each fucking snail. And was trying to like bring them in the house and be like, we're gonna let them like grow and like live in the house. Because I'd seen the other videos of those African land snails.
I thought you meant you put the snails in the Hungry Hippo fucking arena. I'm like trying to eat them with the hippos. That's where I thought he was going.
No, the area, like the top bit was like a common. It was like the common room. Like that's where they could, if they wanted to venture up and go in and join the other snails, they were welcome to. But there was no. I
thought you meant you use the snails as the balls and let the hippos go.
No, there was good intention there. Like they had their own. There was like, imagine it like there's eight things
Have
on
a
the edge.
hotel for snails.
Essentially, it's like a cul-de-sac for snails where they all where they graze together. You know, they live together. I was trying to like do something when I was a kid. I was trying to like, I used to watch a lot of like Steve Irwin and shit. So I was into like animal conservation and stuff like that. So I was like, right, okay. So I had seen videos of these African land snails, and I didn't know that like that was a different species of snail. I just thought eventually, like, if you get these little snails, you're gonna have one of these fucking big snails.
Fellas.
So I had them in the house, and my mum didn't know, and they were in my room for like 3 days. And there was just I put them under my bed in the little happy hippos thing, and my mum come in and hide in my room and found this little fucking this little weird fucking tribe of snails under my bed. Come up with their own
slugs
code
with
and that.
houses.
I swear they were just everywhere under my bed. My mum was like, what the fuck is this? Smacking me out.
Thought you loved animals, mum.
Well, I'm like, what? So you can make a hedgehog home and it lived with us for 2. Like, we had a hedgehog that lived with us for 2 or 3 weeks. It was called Clive. It was called Clive.
Clive alive, baby.
This is what I'm saying, right? So like, I was trying to just be a normal kid when I was growing up.
Standard practice, Dan.
I was trying to blend in. I was like, I don't want to like, you know. I was like, let's just like, you know, you just want to be just there. You know what I mean? Like here.
Present.
So I'm trying to. So I'm going into school with my mates, and they're telling stories like fucking like, oh yeah, you know, I went to the beach on the weekend with my mum, my dad, and my brother. And I'm like, oh yeah, we couldn't do that because Clive needs feeding it too, so we can't be out for too long. Like, I'm not messing. There was one time. Do you know what she done once? Right, this is the most evil and sinister thing I've ever seen a parent do to a child. Right, and bear in mind this exists in the same universe as your Fritzl and those type of characters.
Okay.
This goes beyond any of that.
And this is your mother.
My own mother.
This is saying a lot.
My own mother, right? She works in the vets.
Yep.
She has done for years.
Yep.
So. She, as I said, she'd bring litters of kittens home, fucking hedgehogs, like any animal that was due to be put to sleep, she'd bring it home, she'd be home herself. And there was one day, I'd always wanted like a staffy.
Okay.
Always loved them, they've always been my favourite dogs, always wanted one. And she's brought home this like staffy puppy. And they're called red staffy, you know, that like gingery colour.
Yeah.
Like the most gorgeous puppy you've ever seen, ever. It lived with us for like 8 weeks, right? We'd formed a bond. Like, I was training it, we were playing, and it'd sleep on my bed. I was thinking, like, oh my God. Like, this is fucking... And 8 weeks later, she gave it to my granddad's cousin. Just give it away. No. I was out playing footy with my mates, telling them about this fucking new dog. And I'm like, oh, it's fucking hell. Her name's Lucy. She's a staffy, my favourite babe, showing them pictures on my BlackBerry Curve and that. I'm like, have a look at that. BBM and them pictures, going, yeah, save that, lads, you know what I mean? Boom, after broadcast messaging pictures across BBM. Get on my new dog, Lucy, boss, gonna be a beast, thinking I'm sick. And I come home from playing footy with my mate, and this puppy's gone.
Vanished.
This puppy's gone, lad. Gone. And I was like...
It was in the Hungry Hippo box upstairs. Little turbo one. So who did she give it to?
That'd be granddad's cousin.
Why?
Because he wanted a dog. She didn't tell me she planned on rehoming the dog.
Sharon,
she didn't tell me she planned on rehoming the dog either. So I just come home one day and my new best friend, I didn't have many friends as a kid, I did drama, so this dog was like fucking, oh my God, like the only thing in the world that didn't think I was gay.
Pee-wee and Sherman.
Like, I swear, the only thing in the world that didn't look at me and go, he's going to be gay.
He's going to be gay.
Like this, there was like this little dog, and she just fucking gave it away. And then do you know what she'd do every year on its birthday? She'd show me the picture of how it was doing.
No.
And he was feeding it well. She was eating fucking raw steak.
That's like a surrogate mother.
Veg.
You can't do it, no.
It was horrible.
I'd kick off. I'd throw hands.
I grew up with attachment issues because she'd get me attached to these little animals. She'd make me name them and everything.
Do you reckon she'd do it on purpose, just to punish you?
What for? What am I doing?
Yeah, Danny.
Raising animals.
You love this animal, Danny. You love it. You get attached. You get emotions. You get feelings. And I'm taking it away.
Yeah, but why would you do it? As a mother, what
conditioning you for life and relationship breakdowns and people dying.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was cruel. I don't agree with that method of parenting whatsoever.
I reckon she's selfish.
I think that's a cruel thing to do to a kid. It's
Very
horrible,
cruel.
lads, because you grow up and like every time someone starts trying to be your mate, you're like,
are you gonna leave?
Do you know what I mean?
Is my mom gonna give you away?
You're like, you want to go home? She give you to me granddad's cousin, not the snails and eating you. Then what are we gonna do? It's fucked up, lad.
Talking about snails, lad, right? Our Mark's got a mate, Stuart. Stuart's always being tapped in the head. He's always just being a fucking absolute fool.
Yeah.
Right? He'll just do anything. And we were having a barbecue in our Mark's garden. And it was up by the Tesco and Daisy. That's where he lived. And we were having a little barbecue in the garden. And there's just snail on the wall. And Mark just went, cook and eat that, lad.
He didn't.
He just grabbed it, threw it on the barbecue for about 3 minutes, right? And then ate it. And we just projectile vomiting everywhere. Like, when the French eat snails and all that, like, they're farmed. They're like really full of toxins and everything.
Yeah, it's like a specific breed of fucking snail.
That was just a little fucking an Alpha 12 snail, lad. Just stinking, and he was vomiting everywhere.
Yeah, that's
like,
what you get for eating fuck. I remember, this probably isn't even a story I should say publicly, but it happened anyway. I remember shitting myself on a field when I was a kid.
Leave it there.
No.
Is that intro, Jack?
No, we're not clipping that. Do not clip that for the intro at all.
Intro?
No. No.
How did you shit yourself, Daniel?
No, right. So I've been out and like the field we used to go and play footy on when we were kids. We had to walk through like a little bit of a woods to get to it.
Yep.
So it was like we go through like this little path, and in the summer occasionally like there was like cherry trees there, so they'd start growing cherries, like wild ones that were all like mad colours in there.
Yep.
So I was like
let's go on these.
pick some of these, and I had a little England top on. So I put them in my England top. There was all
Thought
fucking.
you'd been
There was a big stain on my top. I made all the juice off them. I carrying around in my top. Sat sitting on the field nailing all these cherries. And we get about 10 minutes into this little game of footy, and I got this hot and honestly, right to this day, the most crippling pain I've ever gotten in my stomach. By the way, like it was undescribable. I've not felt a pain in my stomach like it since. Like, I couldn't even walk. I had to like sit and like breathe it through a minute. And then I was like, oh my God, I need to fart and followed through like a little bit. What's
a little bit?
Like, enough for me to be able to do the 10-minute walk home.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So like, I didn't shit myself, but I was like...
I've sprayed a bit.
There's some residual fart.
Yeah.
Little fart on aggregate in there, do you know what I mean? There's a little bit of...
It's winning on away goals.
It's an away goal fart, and
I need
it's
to
a
get
little bit
home.
on me. I've got to play in the next leg, you know what I mean? So it goes over and I'm banging on the front door. And I'm like fucking about. Looks in the path. My mum's car's not there. My dad's car's not there. And I was like, shit. So the only people I could think to look to got like, me nan lived like 10 minutes away, but I thought I haven't got another 10-minute walk in me. Like the dam's about to burst. Do you know what I mean? So there was this little old woman called
beavers
Helen.
are bashing at it.
Yeah. There was this little old woman called Helen who lived next door.
You never pebble dashed their bog, did you? Lad.
No, listen, mate.
Didn't even make the bug.
No. I knocked on the door. She's come to the door like, hello. Have you sitting in between us? He's like, Mrs. Springer. What I mean, booting this man. I was like, Helen, I'm really sorry. Please use the toilet. Me, mum, dad, I'm gonna go upstairs in the toilet. She was like, of course, dear. I don't know where she was gone. Of course, yeah. I ran upstairs, and lad, as soon as I've sat down,
She had carpet in the bathroom, didn't she?
Oh, lad, it was. I don't remember. It was like there was. I've never felt more adrenaline in my body, lad. It was just like that must be what the special forces feel like, you know. And it's like nothing else matters, just the goal. You get that look in your eyes, like nothing else matters here but the objective. I was like, I need to find a
little
bowl,
Metallica one.
Like I didn't even care if it was a toilet, just enough of a bowl so that it wouldn't splash back at me. I was like, I'm sitting on it and I'm letting go. And I got to the toilet, like as soon as I sit down, it's
everywhere.
It's like a scene from Predator 2 when they walk in the apartments and it's blood everywhere near enough. It was horrible, lad. And then as soon as I got out of her house, my mum's pulled in the path. I'd have waited like 5 minutes.
Could you though? Could you have waited?
I don't know. I wouldn't have chanced it. I couldn't have chanced it.
Not worse.
It was horrible.
Not worse.
It was horrible. It was horrible. It was time for another word from one of our lovely sponsors, Bobby. Who's the sponsor?
Well, I'll tell you. The sponsor is Grid, and that's 2 eyes in the Grid. The lads over at Grid, the lads over from Ireland, sent us over a big care package full of goodies, tracksuits, t-shirts, caps, you name it.
Look how smart they look.
Very smart. They are based over in Ireland, but don't you worry because they ship all over the world.
The whale.
If you're quick enough, they're about to drop the summer release. Some nice trackies, some nice shorts, very contemporary, very lightweight. I'm fat, I look good. And 1st of June, they're dropping in Foot Asylum, Liverpool.
Ooh. But Gary, if I may,
You may.
you will not get 20% off in Foot Asylum. But I'll tell you where you can. Head over to gridofficial.com, and then when you get to checkout, put in the code Happenin20 at checkout. I'll repeat that for you, Bob. It's Happenin20 at checkout, and that'll get you 20% off all of your orders, courtesy of us, because we really are men of the people. That's gridofficial.com. Their Instagram is grid_. That'll be on the screen. Check them out. Links in the description. Bang. Do you know what I think about as well? I needed when I was in when we were in the MEN, the AO.
The AO.
To change the name.
Let's go. I got stopped on the way in, and searched me and fucking and all that. And
that makes sense.
And I was like, why? Like, why are you searching me?
I don't think you can ever be
Where's
too
your
sure.
head going?
I just don't think you can ever be too sure in that situation. Do you know what I mean?
But there was fucking hundreds of people walking in. Didn't stop anyone, and as we were walking, he just went, you, and pulled me to the side.
Might have been the beard.
I started twerking on him as well. He wasn't happy.
Why? Why?
Because he made me stand like that, and I get the magnet, the metal detector thing, and was like, wee, and all that. And he went, turn round, please. And as I turned round, and he started going like that and going down my back, I just started going, he was like, what are you doing, lad? I was like, no sound lights.
I needed the shit in there last night, mate. But like, I was thinking there's
about a 3-minute, I'm going to say 3-minute period. Oh, that stinks. I just farted. When Theo was on, and I just started getting severe stomach cramps where, like, you've got to go to the toilet. And I just had to tense up and just go silent. And, like, the lads were like, did you find that a bit funny? And I was going, So I thought, if I move a muscle, I'm going to poo all over this chair. And I had to wait, lad. And then, like, I just weathered the storm and it went away. And I was like, I'm safe. Lad, it was close. It's close.
There's not many. I don't think there's genuinely a more petrifying feeling than when you're in a public place and you know there's like sub 3 minutes you've got until there's nothing you can do about it anymore.
Why does your body as well, like, you know, like, it happened to me all the time when I was in college. I'd be walking home, and as soon as I got to the corner of my street, my bladder would just go, ta-ra, lad, and release, and I'd have to sprint to get in, and you'd hold it, and you'd like,
that piss you'd have when you get in from school, though. It was always, when I was from like year 9 onwards, I'd get in, I'd have that piss, then you'd have the after-school wank, standard practice, and then you'd have that 3-hour after-school nap. On the couch while no one was in. It was the best sleep you will ever get. Definitely. Ever. I don't think anything rivals that sleep, that after school sleep that you used to get back in the day. Oh.
Well, this is the thing. This is what I try and say to my daughter now. So, like, the kids, so the babies split between her Mars and my Mars, like 3 and 2 days. But the boys, her mum does the school run for us morning and afternoon, takes them back to where's, cooks them the tea, because we work later in the school. But Lila will get the bus home and she'll go to ours, get changed, let herself in, but then she goes round to her nan's and her nan cooks the tea for her because it's the next street.
I used to love going to my nan's for tea after school.
And I get that.
Oh.
But I say to her, if you're getting in, no one's in. I said, just fucking go and have the best fucking power naps ever.
Yeah.
After school naps are the way forward. I said, and you can cook, you can make your own scran. You don't need to go to your nan's for your dinner. She's like, I know, but I just like going round. I was like, mate, if I was back at that age at 14, I would just be sitting there on the couch drooling and having fucking pot noodles with tea every day.
Oh, lad, there was nothing better for me back in the day than that. Like, you finish school at like 3 o'clock, you get home between 3 and 4, and you'd have that 2 to 2.5 hour period where no one else was in the house, and it was just freedom, lad. It was the best. I used to sit in the kitchen, on like the back room at the table, and like draw pictures and that. That was, lad.
Of what?
I'd just start sketching away. I was at my most peaceful, like honestly, like genuinely, when like that is the best peace you will ever know. That 2.5 hour period when you get in from school and
making massive
heart
attacks in the kitchen out of hedgehogs and snails.
Honestly, there was one time. To be fair, there was one time I honestly thought I was about to be taken by a demon. Right, I'm sitting in the kitchen in the back room, and we've got like
Neil Buchanan come in.
We've got like the archway between the front room and the back room.
Yeah,
and we used to have a parrot in the living room. He was in the corner by the living room door. Not the racist one. Okay. One after that. Okay. Well, a few after that, we had a few parrots. Difficult to pin down. You've got to keep getting new ones. He tends to venture off.
What was his name?
His name was Harvey.
Harvey.
He was a bloom golden core.
Did he go, hello, you cunts?
He didn't. No. He didn't. But we did teach him to dance. If you'd say dance, he'd put his wings up and start bobbing his head. And he loved it. If you played certain songs, say dance, he'd flop again. He was sick. But There's one day I'm sitting, and I used to go in and I'd try and draw like a scene from a footy match where I'd do like the little scoreboard in the corner, like Champions League final, and it'd be like Inter Milan, this is Barcelona.
Okay, is this?
I was a creative kid. I used to love it. I'd be sitting there and I'd be like Samuel Eto'o running through, and then like, you know, I'd be trying to draw I'd be colouring them all in, and the next minute I've just heard like metal rattling and like scratching from like coming round the archway, and I was too scared to look because I could hear like
No.
on the floor, and I'm going,
I'm dead.
not a chance. I was like, I am not even looking around. So I'm just like, Samuel Eto'o. I was still trying to colour in, like, and the parrot pops his head around the fucking thing. I was, and screams. Lad, there's never been fear and relief quite like it. Never. Not once, lad. Not once.
I love when you get scared, you know. I used to always scare people. And like, every now and then people would get me back. Like, my bird got me last night. I got back to ours at 5 to 12. And I texted her about 20 past 11. And she was like, I'm going to bed. I was like, sound. So I assume she was in bed. So gets in, shuts the door, house is in darkness, everywhere's locked up, and he's like, sound. So I'm sneaking up the stairs, and in our house, you've been to ours, you go up the stairs, the bathroom's in front of you, Lila's bedroom's there, so you've got to kind of go up past their bedroom and turn onto the landing, and then the landing down to our room and the boys' room. And she was stood in Lila's doorway, right? And as I got to the top step, she just threw her head round and was like, "Way!" like that, lad. I just went, just made this noise, lad. I went like a fucking white as a ghost.
There's nothing worse. There's nothing worse.
I had to lie down on the cold tile in the bathroom.
I remember, right, so... listen to this, lad. Sorry, someone was ringing me, I apologise. So,
Who is it? Answer.
It's all right. So, one of our mates when I was in college used to have a flat by Toxteth. Sorry, it was when we were in uni, like first year of uni.
Okay.
He had a flat by Toxteth. So it was one of mine, Elliot's mates. Right?
Whereabouts?
So, you know where like the big massive silver funeral directors is? The
Yep.
big massive shiny one?
Yeah.
Up there, is it the top of Parliament Street or the bottom of Parliament Street?
Yeah.
One of the two?
It used to be the mosque, and then it was in that west. And
Yeah. So it was like in the building next to that.
Yeah.
And the building was dead old. It was a building years ago where like women who were being abused used to just like, I don't know whether they'd like lock them up there or they moved them there or one of the two. But
They've been abused and then they get locked up.
no, but it was a build. It was a bit. I don't know what the protocol was. I don't know whether they were in there post, pre, or during said abuse. But they were in there at some point. It was a building occupied by abused women.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Like, a lot of bad juju in the building. A lot of bad energy in the room, right? And like the building was haunted as fuck, by the way. Like the windows on the building were like old stained glass windows broken through. It was an old building, wasn't kept in the best sort of like state either.
Yeah.
And because it was it was difficult to explain. Each flat in there didn't have its own toilet and bathroom, so it was like there'd be 5 flats on one floor, and each floor shared the toilet and bathroom. And you'd have to like book in time slots if you get in the shower. Crazy setup, but I don't know whether that dates back from the abuse days. I don't know whether that was like a system they kept them in, but it was terrifying. So you'd have to walk down the corridor to get to the toilet, and it was all like the lights in the hallways didn't work. Like the building was terrifying.
I walk down the corridor on Resident Evil 2 and the dogs jump through the window. No.
Terrifying. Like, remember the Left 4 Dead games? When you hear the witch zombie, like horrifying. So you're walking down and you're constantly checking behind you because it genuinely felt like there was something like on your 6, like right behind you the whole time. So when you were having a piss in the bathroom, I used to do it, Elliot used to do it, we put our foot on the bathroom door and piss and look behind us like that so that we could see if there was something coming. Like, it just felt like there was something round you. It was horrible, and you'd always have to sprint back because it's pitch black in the fucking corridor. So Elliot one day sat on the staircase, right? Silently.
Listen to them laughing.
Silently. He sat on the staircase. So I've come out the bathroom and I'm on a late. I'm going around corners like just to fucking, you know what I mean? Like checking. And he's on the stairs, and he didn't make a noise, right? But what he done, he was about 2 or 3 stairs down and just went off the stairs into the middle of the corridor. Man, the noise left my body, right? It come from the tire. I just went I just ran, right? I took off. I was not waiting around to see what that may have been, right? I get back into Josh's flat. And he gets back into the lad's flat. I'm throwing guitars in front of the door. I'm trying to tip the wardrobe going, don't let it in. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting there like he's like, what's up, lad? What's up? I'm like, there's no what's going on. He's coming.
Slenderman's out there.
Man, honestly, I don't know what I thought that was. But it was the most horrifying thing. And I can't remember the time I've been more scared in my life. Honestly, it was horrible. It was horrible. It was horrible.
I love it. I think I've told you about the time when I was in the shower and my beard come in.
That's one of the funniest things. Do you know what, there might be a lot of newer listeners to the podcast who've never heard this story. So please, God, please, I love this.
We used to live in this house and we had the galley kitchen, you know, like the long ones, but like fucking cupboards either side. And then we had a little door.
Kitchen for the galley.
Kitchen for the galley. And what was galley then? Don't know. Anyway, there's a door at the back and it leads into a bathroom, a downstairs bathroom. And I used to hate it because I was like, it's that right at the back of the house. It's in Shoebrook. Like, am I going to get bummed? What's going to happen? Like, I used to hate it. And
that was the first fear, though.
Yeah, getting bummed, I know.
Not like bagels and killed.
Getting bummed, yeah. Getting bummed in the shower, terrible. Not even a real shower one. We've got to stand in the bath with a curtain, terrible. And I used to get home from work, have a shower, and I used to just rush the shower dead quick, thinking, I can't hear if no one's coming in. I want to be quick. And this day I was in the shower. Didn't hear no one come in or nothing. And I'm singing away, lavering myself and all that. And my bird had come in and walked into the bathroom, right? And just grabbed me through the shower curtain, right? And I just went, like my whole body went warm, and I just went, ah! Like that, lad, right? Just made this noise. And then she opened the curtain, and I was pale as fuck, right? And I was just sliding down the wall like that. And I just lied in the bath shaking. And she was like, you're all right. And I'm
scared. I
swear I couldn't get a word out. I was just going. Like, she got me, like, she fucking got me. I need to get videos.
Have you seen the video of the fella who gets scared? So it makes him jump and he goes, huh? He goes, have you found this video? Jack,
have you seen the one who does that? He goes,
Jack, I'm going to send you this to put on the screen for the clip.
Scaring compilations are the best, lad. I've got a video of me scaring Lennon when he was a baby. He's about 2. So my bird's on the couch, right, with the phone. And like the living room door's there, and I was hid behind the living room door. And I shout, Lennon, come here, mate. And he's only like a 2-year-old toddler. Comes bursting in, I'm behind the door, and I just go, bah! And he goes,
scaring kids is the best. Right, I'm going to have to come on this couch for this and get in your mic with you. Right?
Come on.
So, this fella, he looks South American, maybe,
okay,
like Hispanic. Like someone scares him, and he does, you know, like the dance emoji. It's like I'm not messing. He does this, watch.
That's incredible. Looks like he's doing a little fucking Harry Potter. Little fucking wand in his hand. Right, so I seen this thing the other day.
Article or like a picture or?
No, it was just a picture someone put up, right? And it's a picture of these 2 American Siamese twins, right? In a chair, facing each other, because they're joined by the hip.
Let's see.
They're joined by the hip, right?
I'll put that on the screen, that's mad.
Yeah, I'll send it to you, Jack. And I put it in the group now. And one of them's being kissed by another male. And it says, if you ever think your life is hard, here are Siamese twins. One is gay and they share the same arse.
Oh.
What you do there, lad? So you joined from the midriff. You have got the same legs, one arse, one penis, torso each, head and arms each. And one of you is a homosexual.
So it's like 2 legs, but then it's got like, so it's like a normal pair of legs, but then it's got like 2 torsos coming off. It's, and one's gay and one's not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know if it's just 2 legs. It might be like a combination of legs joined. It might be.
But it's still the one.
But they've got one ass, one anus. It's heavy, that, isn't it?
I don't know if there's a good way of working that. Like, how is there a way of doing that where it suits
your feeling?
Both parties. Because I think that's got to be
Don't
where you
get me-
try and compromise.
The thing is, right? The fella, what twisted fucking bastard wants to go and fuck Siamese twins?
I mean, well, they're all children of God.
They're all children of God.
But
That's me being judgmental there, innit?
no, no, because I don't know if there's much of like.
I'm saying that, right? Because if you're a male and you had Siamese twins birth and there was 4 tits, you'd be made up.
Yeah, but imagine having to like, right? Okay, think of it this way, right? And I'm gonna try and say this in the most, in the least offensive way
Go
I
on.
can think of. Yeah.
Try your best.
So do you know Abby and Brittany, the 2 Siamese twins? They take the American girl. They take one body, but it's got 2 heads coming off.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I seen a thing not too long ago. Actually, it's funny that we both got Siamese twins sort of trivia to come with you,
Right.
because obviously that's like, I know it's technically 2 people.
Yeah.
But it's like a body with 2 heads.
Yeah.
Now, they got married recently
Okay.
to some fella who was in, I'm sure he was in like the American Air Force or something. Some absolute, like, he looks how you'd think he would look, considering he's like, but like what do you do in the situation? Because one of them, like one of the heads, I don't know whether it's Abby or Brittany, the 2, birds of a feather, if you will.
Pretty
but,
bitch.
But one of the faces looks quite normal.
The other one looks like a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Looks like she put a makeup on with a cricket bat.
like, it's like, it's like, do you know what I mean? It's like, surely, like, when you, like if he's marrying them, if he's marrying them,
I'm marrying that one because you're a fucking wrong. You stay there.
Yeah.
Have you got a hood? Can we put a balaclava on it in the wedding?
Yeah. Yo, is there any way we can have me take that one? I don't know how do we, because then, because you know, like when it comes to like, if he's married to them,
You're
it's
chewing me off and you're plating me ass.
Yeah. One for the pink, one for the stink, if you will. Do you know what I mean? It's like, there's one of them, like, would you want to look at the other one?
No, you couldn't.
And look, that's
Just put your hand on her head.
look, would you want to touch it? You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I'm not like, ooh, do you know
Like
what
one
I
of them
mean?
little litter picker sticks around the neck. Just hold that.
It's like, you know when you accidentally touch your own chicken and you go, I don't know. Maybe it's wrong to say.
It is.
I don't know if it is. I don't know if it is wrong to say. Like, is it just my opinion? But it's like, I don't know. I think
But,
if I was to marry
imagine
Siamese
being,
twins,
imagine being
both-
them 2, right? And one is better looking than the other. And all the attention that they do get, they all just go to the left-hand face.
When you say
And-
all the attention,
all-
though, what are we
yeah,
to all 3 times some fella's been drunk enough that seeing double has confused them as one maybe ugly, maybe fit woman, and he takes his chance.
What's the post-nut clarity waking up and just seeing
Like
2
like
heads?
the post-nut, you're getting that Kurt Cobain clarity, like after you come from that.
You're
like,
swallowing sawn-offs.
You're getting that painting on the wall kind of clarity. Like,
Oh my God.
you're like after you come shagging that.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry to say
You're
this,
turning into a fucking clay pigeon.
and I'm sorry to say this, but like. I don't think you can live with yourself.
Have you ever seen that video? Sorry,
There's a
the
video.
Russian fella who tries to commit suicide in the car. Have you ever seen it? No. Lad, I need to find it, right? There's a Russian fella. So the paramedics and the police in Russia get to this car and they open the car door and the fella's tried to kill himself with a shotgun, right? And he's just shot through his neck and his head's just opened and he's still breathing and there's just steam and he's like, crying. Have you ever seen it? And he's like
what
crying.
the
Oh my
fuck,
God, lad, I
lad.
swear. I'm going to find
That's
it.
some lively shit, that.
Yeah, I'll find it.
All right, so let's
You
say
carry on talking.
you're a Siamese twin. One of the heads tries to blow its face to pieces and doesn't die. These both get presents when it recovers. These both get balloons and flowers. Because if you're a Siamese twin and one kills itself, does the other one die? Or is it like a lizard where it sheds its own skin and comes out like brand new, like a tarantula, like comes out? Like Voldemort, you know, like does it like absorb the energy from it and like become real? Because what if one dies? Like, even if it doesn't kill itself, what if one dies? Like, if Abby dies, is Brittany fucking collateral damage in that? Like, is that are you one off a UAV if just one of them dies?
Because if there's 2 brains and like one's got like brain damage and dies, and the body's still alive because that brain's powering the body, so it's like a 2-cylinder engine and 1 cylinder goes. So like, Is she just there all limp and just cold? Like, what happens? Like, what happens?
Ends up
It's
like Herbert's dog on Family Guy, just one half of it's just
It's like the head of heart attack, the little stone head. It's just like that.
goes all grey. You get it stuffed so she looks like...
Taxidermy on Britney. Get it embalmed and everything so she doesn't smell. Put makeup on it to look prettier.
But like serious though, like
When she's asleep, just punch the dead one.
like what if one of them's what if one of them's a psychopath? Like what if one of them's a serial killer? Like imagine if one's fucked up, lad, and the other one's just normal. I'm like, well, it wasn't me, it was it. Shut up. And you just go, just touched it. Do you know what I mean? Like, what do you do?
It's like when you go for the shit and your foreskin hits the inside of the bowl and you just feel all violated.
Like, right, tell you what then, question.
I need to find this video.
Question.
Go on.
Under what circumstance could you marry a Siamese twin? Because obviously, if we're talking about Abby and Brittany, there's a pro and con. You know what I mean? It's like, and then obviously you've got I'm assuming the shoulders would be oddly wide. You know what I mean? Like fucking like wrestling a bear. But like, under what circumstance could you marry a Siamese twin? Because there's got to be one where you're like what if it was like two of the most beautiful women in the world?
Okay, so like, where did he join? Like, as a...
That's up to you.
Okay.
Because would you go for like one vagina but two torsos? So then you've got 4 tits, 2 faces. It's like a fucking 2.5 some.
But then if you go the other way and it's like one upper body, but then you've got like 4 legs, it's like the little weird head off Toy Story that runs around.
The little spider looking one, yeah. And if I'm to sit it and blow it up in the garden.
You'd have to have multiple tits, wouldn't you?
It seems
logical. You've only got one penis. So there's no point that you could have 2 vaginas.
But what's the point though?
Yeah.
It's like, do you know what I mean?
But
It's like, why have 2 pistols when you've got one arm?
Yeah. And they'd have to both be good looking. You couldn't have.
But that's the thing though, Abby and Brittany, no disrespect to them. But one's not.
Yeah,
And
definitely not.
that's like married and probably got a better sex life than some people. I say that, I mean they're married.
That.
But you know what, you know what I'm getting at.
What are your pronouns if you're a Siamese twin?
I think before this conversation goes any further, before we continue talking about under what circumstance could we see ourselves making love to Siamese twins, I think it might be best that we call it an episode. We've done about an hour.
Yeah, let's
It's
call it
been,
then.
you know, we've got places to be this week. We're both busy guys.
Yeah. It's been...
How long do you reckon we've done, Jack? Is that it? Right.
We'll do 5 more minutes and then if it gets to 50 minutes now, it's only me and you. So.
Should we talk about the Taylor Swift up in Liverpool?
Right, yeah. So, you'll see this next week. So,
Yeah, it may be a little bit afterwards.
a little bit afterwards.
For
But
us now, it's very current.
Swifty is in Anfield 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This is now Friday.
T-Swizzle, as they call it.
Swizzle. The traffic's been ridiculous. Right.
Town's been busy than
It's
usual.
mad
and
how
I
many
hate
people are pure fucking into it, aren't they? But what do you reckon, right, with it being 3 days in Liverpool, do you reckon she's staying in a hotel in Liverpool, or do you reckon she's fucking out the way?
that. In a student's apartment, Kenny.
Yeah.
She's doing a
In a
6-man house
9-bed
share.
house share.
Two smack
Snorting
heads in the
cat off the
living.
back of a fucking...
I don't know, because I mean, if you're Taylor Swift, I mean, she's got a private jet to go to shop and back. Do you know, she's got a private jet to go and refuel that private jet with. So it's like you can stay anywhere.
Yeah.
But is there anywhere? I know in the city centre, it's like, oh, we've got the Hilton,
It's nothing special.
and but it's still just the Hilton. It's like, oh, we've got the Malmason. It's like, oh yeah, that's sick. Like,
She's probably staying in some stately home in Cheshire or something, probably.
that's a good shout, that.
Yeah.
Because you'd want, imagine staying in town, you've got all little fucking...
She's got a full entourage and everything, hasn't she?
Yeah, you can be arsed with people outside your hotel. The reason this tour is gone so big is because women who were between like a 4 and a 6.5, it's like their Jesus is on tour.
Jesus.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like they're all going to fucking... It's...
It's mad how much of a market employer is as well, because obviously since she got with Travis Kelce,
Is she still with him?
yeah, they're still together, and the NFL have worked the Kansas Chiefs games around her tour. so she can attend as many games as possible.
That's weird
Because
as fuck.
their
isn't it?
revenue went up something silly like 215% since they got together. Because
What?
all the fucking Swifties and all that are jumping on the bandwagon. And then because her and Kelsey are together, the sale of Kelsey's shirt is now the fastest selling fucking shirt on the planet.
That's crazy,
Like,
that though, isn't
it's
it?
mad, isn't it? It is crazy.
Like,
And, right, I'm
I
not
could
being
think I
funny,
could name
she's-
5
but
of her
she's-
songs.
But she's not special to look at either.
I don't think that really matters when you're talking about talent. Like,
No,
fucking
no, but I mean, like, true.
Susan Boyle had the Christmas #1,
Yeah, she did, like, yeah.
and I don't think
So
I
we
would.
know, like, listen, a guilty pleasure every now and then. I don't mind a little
Susan
Swiftie
Boyle?
song.
Oh.
Susan Boyle, yeah.
A little Subo on the couch while
Subo
no one's
on the
in. Oh,
couch.
look, treat yourself.
No, yeah. So
Nah, I don't know. People are saying it's the biggest tour of all time. Is that factual as well, by the way?
I don't know.
Because
But
I can't see. Like,
there's all these
surely-
conspiracy theorists as well. Because like
Oh,
she's
they're saying
doing the
it's one big
13th.
ritual.
She's doing the 13th, 14th, and 15th, and they were like, these numbers mean something to her. Like, there's going to be the big announcement on one of the nights because she loves the number 14, and it's the 14th fucking album. And I was like, shut up, no one's asked. Like, she's just earning till.
It's,
But Liverpool Football Club are earning decent revenue from it as well.
Yeah, they're getting about 6.5 million from it or something. aren't they?
I know.
It's crazy. Like, it's just I didn't know until this tour was announced that obviously I knew Taylor Swift was, but I didn't know she was considered like what she is.
She's boosted. How much do you reckon she's worth?
It's gotta be over $500 million
Taylor Swift
net worth.
net worth. So what are we saying?
I reckon at least $500 million.
$500 million. We going
I
around the
reckon
room.
at least at
Jack,
least
Taylor Swift's net
500
worth.
millies.
0.8, 0.8. Okay, net worth. $1.3 billion.
Shit.
Yeah. There's only 2 above her. There's only 3 billionaire musicians. Can you guess all 3 of them? Taylor Swift's one of them.
Michael Jackson,
Nope.
Kanye West,
Nope.
Jay-Z.
Yes. The other one's quite surprising. No.
Male or female?
Female. No.
Adele,
No.
Madonna.
No. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan.
Wait there, let me think.
Not so very present anymore, but has fingers in pies, hence why she's a billionaire.
Mariah Carey,
Nope.
Rihanna.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she does all the makeup and that, doesn't she? Yeah, fucking hell.
Madonna.
Should we go to Anfield tonight and listen to the concert?
You can listen from ours. But apparently, they were trying to stop people from gathering in Stanley Park next door, weren't they?
Why?
To listen for free.
Why
I
that?
can listen to free on Spotify. Like, shut up.
Yeah, if I really wanted to, if I'm
Like,
not
they're
asked.
genuinely trying to stop people going into Stanley Park and listening.
That's ridiculous, that,
That's
isn't
mad, innit?
it? Like, shut
Mad.
up.
Get a grip.
I will show we were coming out to Theo Van last night. There was some fella stood outside the arena and he was like 50 odd. It wasn't exactly as if he was like a young lad either.
yeah.
He was like he was easy in his 50s and he's smoking a joint and this police car's pulled up next to him. And this little pipsqueak of a biz, he's got out the car and he's been like, right, you're going to have to pour it out.
Pour her out.
Pour it out. Pour it out now. Stub it out in front of me now. Stub it out. And about 50 people got out of the police car. They go, you little grass, you little rat. All these mangs are going, fuck off, you little shit. It's just the pair of them got out of the car and fucked off.
I love it, love.
It was crazy. Are you going to try and go and see any more comedians before the end of the year?
Do you know what, right? I really struggle with comedy because I've mentioned it many times in the past. Since I started comedy, I've ruined comedy for myself because I always end up watching for like
It's like working in Matthews.
timing, yeah, like timing and punchlines and stage presence and all that. But I enjoyed last night, so I probably will. But I hate English comedy now, so I prefer American comics.
I'm going to see Jesselnick in September.
That's once in a lifetime though.
I can't wait
He's
for that.
different.
He's my favourite comedian in the world.
He's a different gravy.
I can't wait to go and see him.
Oh,
though.
that'd be cool.
It's going to be so sick.
That'd be
I'm so
cool.
excited.
Got a couple
So
of concerts
excited.
coming up, that's it though.
Where are you going? I'm going to see Ocean Alley again in September. mate.
Oh yeah, I'm going to Dublin to see Lewis Dunford again,
Nice.
and I'm going to London to see Chris Stapleton.
Ah, lad, the tickets are expensive as well, aren't they?
And cut this out, Jack. We should be end the pod. I want to tell you something. Ganda.
All right. Yeah, do you know what we're going to do? Because to be honest, I want to go and get a pint. It's Friday night and the sun is somehow still shining in Liverpool. So we're going to sign off. We're going to sign off for the week. Put it on the wide angle, Jack. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much for joining us. We're going to have loads of guests coming up. We're going to have loads of content coming out around the YouTube and the Patreon and the Instagram and the TikTok over the next few weeks. We are back on track. We are absolutely flying. And I cannot wait for you to see what we've all got coming up. So thank you for joining us this week. It was a little chilled one this week. We were just kicking back, chatting shit. But we thank you for joining us once again. Until next time, see you later. We love you. Mwah.